Okay, so we're going to take a look at the ATEM Mini Pro first. This is going to show us all of our camera shots that we've got. Camera 1, camera 2, camera 3, and camera 4, which is the slides from the slides computer. So camera 1 is going to be one of our PTZ cameras. Camera 2 is another PTZ camera. Camera 3 is a static shot. This is the camera that's right to the left of us up here in the tech booth. And then camera 4, like I said, is the slides from ProPresenter. So the way this controller works is you select which camera number you want relative to the camera numbers that you see on the screen. So in the top left corner, we've got a preview, and in the right-hand corner, top right corner, we've got program. So preview is going to show us what we've got selected. Program is going to show us what we're actually sending out. So as you can see, we can click through our different shots for the preview, but we're not actually seeing the program change. So nothing being sent to OBS on the computer is going to change, and so nothing on the live stream itself is going to change. Nothing changes until we either hit cut here, so we can select shot 3, we can see it's previewed, we can hit cut, and then it cuts over to the program. Or we can select shot 1 and we can say auto, and that's going to give us a nice little fade. So auto down here is going to be using these effects for this amount of duration. So you can select the effect. Right now we usually use a mix effect. You can see that mixing the two shots. It's kind of a fade, and then we've got that with a 1 second duration. So we can make that a 0.5 second duration and it's faster, or a 2 second duration and it's really slow. But we usually leave it around 1 second. We don't tend to use any of these other push or pull transitions. I think the mix transition is the nicest looking. All right, we've also got on here the ability to fade to black, and that just fades to black the entire program. So you can see it lighting up red. It's going to blink for us and letting us know that that's why we're not seeing anything on the program screen. We've selected fade to black, and then we can bring that back. If we want to put lower thirds up during a song that's going to be the lyrics, those are in camera 4. We don't want to just send camera 4 over to program because that's the green screen. So the way we're going to do this is we're just going to select whichever camera shot we want. So we can take this full stage shot, camera 3, and then our camera 4 shot is tied to our chroma key. So this is our green screen key. So all we have to do, you can see here it's set to off. All we have to do is hit on, and as you can see, now we have lower thirds lyrics coming up, and those will stay up with every camera shot that we pick until we physically press that off key again. One thing you'll want to keep an eye out for is when we've got sermon slides selected. Basically, anytime that camera 4 isn't showing a green screen, but it's actually showing a slide, if we hit key, it's going to completely overlay on that program shot and cover up whatever camera we are trying to send. So you can see that none of our cameras are coming through. So this is great if we want to send Joel's sermon slide, or if we want to send an announcement slide, anything that's not a green screen lower third. But for everything else, all the lyrics, we can have that key on and still show different camera shots. But that will not work when we have the key on with any other image. So just be aware of that. If you want to show Joel on the stage and get maybe some different shots of him at different times, then you're going to want to have that key off. And then as soon as there's a slide, maybe a passage of scripture that you want to show up there, you can hit that for a couple seconds till he's done, and then go back to a live shot of him. We also have a picture-in-picture option. This is going to select our camera 1 shot, and it's going to put it in the top right corner. This isn't really something that we'll use very often because it isn't very easy to see. The size is pretty small, and there's not often situations where we need to show a picture-in-picture image of one shot on top of another. Maybe sometimes we could try to use this if we have a slide up like this, then we can take a picture-in-picture shot. But the thing that we have to remember, which is what makes this a little bit complicated, is it's only camera 1 that's going to be shown in the picture-in-picture. So if you have camera 1 pointing at the drum cage like it is now, and you're trying to show Joel on top of his slide here, then you're just going to get the drum cage. So we tend to not use that very much and just go with using regular camera shots.